Okay. Well then, it's 1 in the morning, but I have tonight off, so we're doing some Shadowbringers. Welcome back to the stream. When we last left off, we got to the second half of Amarang, and turn that on real quick. We had to do this mission. I went ahead and went to the nearest Aetheryte so I could end stream, but what's happened since then? I've got to the level 77. Um, so I got this thing. I don't know if I had that in the last stream or not. I'm almost to 78, so hopefully I won't run into any level gate problems. But let's. Oh, as far as my glamour goes, this is not permanent. This is just the dungeon gear that I got from a leveling dungeon, and I haven't been back to a city-state to change that, and I don't feel like coming all the way back out here before I finish this quest. So, let's just get into it. As soon as I head back to the Crystarium or somewhere else, I'll fix that. I forgot what we were questioning them about. Exactly. Who else? Do you know the ways, Mr. Chicken? Can you tell me? No? Alright. One of these buildings probably opens. Not that one. This one? Hello? Yep. Alright. I got the stuff. Yeah. That one. Yay. Cutscene. If it even yet exists. I do not know, but you should travel east to Mount Beer and Mines. That is where they trolley controls sand. I still see miners there from time to time. If anyone knows what happened to the Talos. Be there. Thank you for your great help. I always forget that, like, Makote males, like, do that thing with their fingers. I don't know why. To make them look more cat-like? I don't know. Is this the dungeon? I still want to get a lot of gear from the 75 dungeon, the temple, just because it all looks great. It's not quite the new Shisui set, but it still looks very, very good, and I would like to have more of it. I'm kind of sad I don't have the chest piece for tank yet. My first run, I got the Dark Knight weapon, so that was good. I didn't have to worry about that. So, little pro tip. You see that? This icon right here? You press it and it gives you arm's length. That one. Use that in your big pulls. It applies a 20-second slow to anything that hits you while the barrier is up. And I did not know that until someone pointed it out to me on Twitter. And it actually really helps a lot. At least from what I've noticed. These mobs do hit hard. Mount Buren Mines. Oh, there's a thing up there. I gotta go get it. Oh, and I gotta kill that coyote. No, go away. Oh, fuck you. Now then. Let's see how many of these coyotes I have to kill. Oh, just one. Bit of a mess, isn't it? But the mechanisms for dispatching the trolley are here, just as Susan said. Fortunately, anyone who might know how to use them is not. We might wait for Susan's mysterious miner to appear, or have a look around and see if we can deduce anything useful in their absence. Something near the entrance to the mine's proper Yoshi's eyes. Hurry on, Shay. What do your elf eyes see? Can't. Oh. God damn it. Now then. Don't aggro, don't aggro. Over here. Another. I've gone too far. Die, please. Too tired. Deal with all you mobs. I'm really tired, actually. Well, this is about the time I went to sleep last night. But I have to be up at this time tomorrow. For Wike. Oh. So rude. What if I put thine Minecraft bed next to thine? But I jest. Unless thou. Dude, I saw that on fucking Twitter. And I was at work when I saw that, and I was howling for like a good 5 minutes. It was great. Ample evidence of recent maintenance and lukewarm tea besides. The levers for switching tracks looked like they were in good condition, though I couldn't move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. It is my belief that no person is meant to. This Talos beareth more than a passing resemblance to golems of the source. Nor doth it appear to be the sole example of its kind. The proliferation of Talos fragments, as well as the enormity of the mechanisms here, suggest a considerable number were once in operation. Alas, the specimen and its fellows now lie lifeless and broken, and I know not how to repair them, that they might facilitate our passage through the gate. And without the aid of the Talos, even if thou wert somehow able to unbar the trolley's path, we would still have no means of propelling it. We might not know how to repair the Talos, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everything else in working order? Whoever is maintaining the cars and rails knows something that we don't. I do believe you found a person of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouses on the northwestern side of tracks. Confront the suspicion man. I've gone too far. Haha. Yeah. Suspicion man. Wicked White, where did you come from? Never mind that. You have no business here, of that I'm sure. Really? I'm the warrior of darkness. I got him. I did it. Oh. I just walked right past that coyote. What the fuck? Yo, I want that coat. I'd put that on my gunbreaker. Ora? You don't look normal, that's for certain. You don't have any wares, so you're clearly not merchants. Travelers never pass this way. The only reason you would come all the way out here is to strip the machinery for parts. Oh, Thaf. I have an idea. What if once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of her lost love, joined by her two most loyal servants, sworn to follow her until world's end. On their journey they met a sorcerer, as ancient as time itself. Moved by the lady's devotion, he offered to be her guide, and they turned up here somehow. I can only assume that you're being intentionally obtuse, but in the unlikely event that that's serious conjecture, no. I suppose I am a bodyguard of sorts, but we have rather larger concerns than fairy tale romances. Though I would fain hear more of this ageless sorcerer and his heroic deeds. Gods grant me strength. If I may, we're actually searching for a means by which to travel to Namath Arang. We are hoping that the trolley here might offer a solution. I realize that we haven't gotten off to the best of starts, but if you know anything about how we might get to working again. The trolley. The trolley. You should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. We're both engineers in training, in fact. Jarek and Thaf at your service. Technically I'm a miner, and he does repair work, but our true passion is trolley. We're working with a few other folks to get it up and running again. Before you ask, yes, it's true that there's little in need of transport these days, but that's no reason to consign a miracle of mechanical intervention to dust. The mere sight of it traveling the track once again would make hearts sore. Take my words. You'll hear no argument from us. What progress have you made thus far? Not as much as I'd like, truth be told. Well, is there anything we could do to assist you? We could gather materials. Oh boy, or held up pieces together. It's a sight more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand. He's the only one with the full knowledge of the trolley's operation. Suppose you could speak with him if you like. We'll introduce you. Very well, our opportunities are limited, and this Magnus can explain whatever preventing the trolley from being restored. I'd like to hear it. Right. It looks like you'll be following us back to Twine then. Woo. God, why am I so tired all of a sudden? My vision's going and it's hard to read. Nothing's good or retained. I seriously did not feel this way 20 minutes ago. I'm only 20 minutes into the stream. Why am I so tired? Holy shit. If you're ready, we can leave right now. Though you haven't seen another fellow around here, have you? I thought he'd come out by now. You think he'll be alright? That's... well... I suppose we did force your hand a bit. I'll have a look, just in case you go on ahead, Thef. Alright, looks like it'll just be you lot and me. And try not to let anything take a bite out of you on the weight of the rail system. Hopefully I get a second wind here soon. Oh, that's a level 80. Ah, it's Fortnite. Don't you kids like Fortnite? Now it's in 14. Rejoice. Oh, I hate this. I'm so fucking tired. Why do we have to make all these pit stops? I feel when you want to play Shadowbringers, but your body says fuck you. God damn it. Why do you take so ever? I can't even talk. Holy shit. I think I factually need to end this stream. It's only been 30 minutes. At least I got to play today. I did spend some time going through leveling roulettes and stuff, but god damn it, I just want to progress the story. Everyone won't shut up on Twitter, and I just have to sit in the corner and watch. I mean, it's like, you should take your time, but it's hard to say that to people when there's spoilers everywhere. Yeah. Will you go to the town now? Woo. Maybe these potato chips will give me energy. Knock knock. What an asshole. Go, go, go. Mean man won't open the way. My eyes. He only said that because weak. He's right, but I can't. I won't be forever. There has to be some way. I must find it. Oh, man. Easily the shortest stream I've ever done, but God, I was not this tired 30 minutes ago. Maybe it's because I'm looking directly into this bright-ass TV now, but... Good God, this sucks. I made the mistake of playing Kingdom Hearts 3 tired. I wasn't allowing myself to get enough rest before I played it again. And going back and editing that footage, holy shit, can you tell that I was working off of like 2 hours of sleep. So, I'm gonna... I want to be able to properly react and digest the story as it unfolds. So, I'm going to log off for now and hopefully get some rest. When I wake up, story time. Hear that knocking? It's the story. We need to get in there. Menphilia, please, tell me, baby girl, because I need to know. Alright. So, remember how, like, I tried to stream last night when I didn't have any sleep? Yeah, that wasn't a good idea. So, I went to bed, and I got a thing called sleep. You guys should try it sometime, it's great. Anyway, we're back now. Hopefully we'll last longer than 30 minutes. Oh my god. Anyway, back into the MSQ. We gotta talk to Menphilia about something. And, hopefully we'll get into the 77 dungeon soon-ish. Let's see. Where am I at gear-wise? I really want that
Ravel Keeper's chest piece. I kind of just want to finish out the set for tank. I've got everything. Well, if I were to do 2 more runs, I'd basically get it, right? From those guaranteed drops. But I won't do that on the stream. I'll worry about that later. Alright, Minfilia, what you got for us? Oh, I'm sorry. I was stuck in my own head again. It's clear that Magnus has no intention of helping us, but perhaps we should ask the other residents. They may know something of the trolley. Right, that's right. We had to deal with that asshole. He didn't want to put up the trolley because he was being an asshole. What an asshole. I'll take the north side of town. Let me know if you learn anything. Thancred, art thou truly content to stand witness of fate's course and take no part? This isn't a matter of fate, Urianger. It's about choice, and I've had years to decide where I stand. Minfilia has spent too long in chains already. I would not shackle her again by making my hopes so known. It is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take. It is for me to stay silent, to protect her, teach her, and stand by her. That, at least, I can do for her. So be it. Come, let us make our own inquiries. Alright. The first time I saw this person's name, I thought his name was Jerk. Just a weird way of spelling jerk, not Jarek. The Black Dragon lives on! Oh, there you are. You'll be pleased to know that I got our friend back home with no trouble. And he's just fine. He was just a bit shaken up, that's all. And you? What did Magnus say? Ah, I did have faint hope that your need might prompt him to action. Were our interest as not, but I suppose that was foolish of me. I am sorry that we could not be of help, though I could at least show you the trolley car we have here. If you like, you could give it a stroke or two. It has some very smooth wood. Koji, please. What do you mean you don't want to stroke the wood? Oh, I gotta get this beverage open. Here we go. You mean to say you're not giving up? Even knowing that Magnus is an asshole? I don't see much point in yours being stubborn about it, though perhaps stubbornness is exactly what this situation calls for. Can't forge iron without an anvil, after all. I can't imagine that anything you will try will work, but if you're certain you can help me make preparations in the event that it does. To that end, take this toolbox. We're going to inspect the rails. I'll have a look along the tracks for anything that's in need of repair. You bring the tools and be ready to hand them to me whenever I stop to work. Let us go. Are they down there? What? What? Open the toolbox next to chair. Is it something in my inventory? Oh, alright. You open the box, revealing the proud array of lovingly maintained tools within. Brilliant. Now if you could hand me what I need as I work, that would be a help. In this case, well, this bolt is loose for one matter. We can't have that. I'll need to tighten it. Fucking saws, a mid-sized wrench. There have been a few things where you have to pay attention to what the NPCs are saying and select the right choice. It's like Yoshipi's like, I know you fuckers aren't reading. Slow down and read! Thank you, this one will do nicely. Now give me a moment, and... There. I don't see any other problems here, so let's continue along the track. I am Alamorn, warrior of light and darkness, holder of toolboxes, passer of wrenches. That's not what I need to do. You're quite handy to have around, you know? Oh, there's something on my glasses. There's something on my glasses. I can't see. Get off there. So, the other night while I was at work, I was walking outside making my rounds, and like this big, I couldn't see exactly what it was because I didn't give it enough time to see what it was, but like a large black flying insect passed directly in front of my face. And I have a problem with flying insects around my head because when I was little, a moth flew into my ear. So it sort of like triggers that fight or flight thing in me whenever like there is suddenly a flying insect around my head. And I swatted at this thing so fucking hard. And I missed the bug and hit my glasses. And they just went like flying 10 feet away. And I'm like, God damn it. And like that sort of reaction is completely involuntary. It's like a straight up panic mode. So now I have these scuffs on the bottom of my glasses from where they hit the concrete. At least like the lenses didn't pop out or anything. As to the lamp here, these are often necessary these days. These aren't often necessary these days, but if we're going to do this, we might as well do it properly. And if by some miracle the night returns, as it did in Lakeland, well, it's a nice thought. Anyhow, a bit of this post seems to have been splintered. Whether its lamp is to be lit or not, we wouldn't want these little pieces of wood jabbing the next person who comes through here to do maintenance. I'll need to sand it down a bit. Saw a heavy hammer or a file. Yep, a wood file's perfect. Let me even this out. God, there's gonna be someone who looks at these options and just like, I don't know construction or tools at all. That should do it. I'll bring some varnish along next time to finish the job. I haven't spotted any other problems, so we can move along now. Unless you'd like to take the view of the tracks from here a bit longer. It's breathtaking, I know. Mining has been the primary vocation of folks in the hills of Amber, you see. But after a certain point they had dug up everything they could easily be reached and carried back to the by manpower alone. And that the Nabath Empire struck upon the idea of the Talos, which they had been at work abroad. At great expense, the Nabath brought a mistel-utilized Talos here to the hills, and wouldn't you know it, the mining industry picked right up again. Twine itself sprung up around that time, as a matter of fact. It was named after the entwining of Talos, the fruitful corporation between the native Ronso and the newly come minstrel. That's cute. Again, like all this world building. Like, what's this place about? Oh, you see, well, it's the mining town, and then the Empire came in and built this railroad track, and they had to bring in the minstrel engineer, and it's like, so much world building. They literally tell you why the town is named the way it is. But that, like so much else, fell apart in the wake of the flood. The minstrel left, taking their knowledge with them. Well, I'm technically a minstrel. I could help, maybe. Maybe. It was 15 years ago that the last of them, the folks from Daedalus Stoneworks, took off for Yulmore. And now no one remains that can repair or operate the Talos. But there's no use in lamenting what can't be changed, and there's one more thing we need to do while we're out here, so we might as well get to it. Vultures occasionally make their nests on the tracks, you see, and it falls to us to remove them when they do. The creatures are angry when disturbed, which is natural, but nevertheless a danger to anyone passing by. It's not my favorite task, to be honest with you. As you may have noticed, I'm not terribly suited for confrontation. That said, would you follow me to the tracks north and remove any nests you find for me? I'll keep an eye on things from here. Okay, so you can totally... I was wondering if there was going to be an invisible floor here, but it looks like there is a bit of a dip here, so I'm good. There's not an invisible floor, but there is an invisible wall. One more. So I want you all to know that the lore I have for my chocobo is that it's not actually a chocobo, right? It's actually just my Sleipnir mount, which has taken the form of a chocobo. And that's your deep dank Alamorn lore for the day. I should actually rename him to Sleipnir. No, I didn't just think of this like 5 seconds ago. Shut up. It's not like I just bought Sleipnir last week, alright? And I've had Hades for the entirety of my career. 14 career. Oh, I need to go back. I thought I was progressing. I was too distracted by my own dank lore. Oh. Yeah, he jumped across. Unless he did it right there. Still eating breakfast, sorry. Thank you. That should be everything taken care of. In return for your help, I'll tell you a bit more about the trolley. Nothing that can get it started again, though. As I said, the only people who knew how to repair the Talos are long gone. When they left, the life began to bleed out of the town. Trolley's tracks rusted, and his cars fell into disarray. Now, I was born in Twine, raised there. My first word was trolley, damn it. And those were the worst years of my life. But then about 7 years passed. Magnus and his wife returned to us. Magnus is a real proper trolley engineer. And perhaps he would never have left in the first place if he hadn't been for his son. As you're well aware, Amarang is hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from its dangers. It didn't help in the end. The Sin Eaters got the boy. Isn't that always the way? The child had always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolley running again. So in his memory, they returned to Twine, started fixing those rusted rails and broken cars, and it was going well for a time. Wicked whites? Vultures? Wicked white vultures? Are they back for revenge? Never mind, I don't want to find out. Run! Nice work out there. And you know the story of the trolley. Won't do you much good without the Talos, though. There was even a single one that still functioned. Things might be different, but well, here we are. Down for maintenance? No, I just started stream. Ah, how many streamers have made this joke? All of them? No, none of them. I am the only one. Follow for more content such as this at twitch.tv/allthemorn. Okay, bye-bye. No, wait, I still gotta go. Okay, hello again. I missed you. Not that it'll do you any good, but we have a Talos we've been meaning to repair. I can show you if you'd like. It'd certainly be nice to hear something other than Magnus's griping for a change. We have to see... what's the word I'm looking for? Sieve? Sift? Sift. I think it's sift. We have to sift through all of these side quests to find the real one. Who is below me? Where? It's around here somewhere. says I'm on level with it. Eh, okay, oh, I'm blind. Hello, big rock metal man. Beep boop, beep boop. Truly a most vexing state of affairs. I thought mayhap a closer examination might yield something of value. I see the means to build Talos stone by stone. Wait, what? I see the means to build Talos stone by stone are lost to us. 'Tis true, but here before us slumbers a most fine specimen. Indeed, were it not for a few minor failings, it would be in working condition. 'Twill likely require not but a few modest repairs and a suffusion of aether. Well, if you think you can get the thing up and running, far be it from me to stop you. But what exactly do you reckon is the problem? I should stress that I have performed only the most cursory of examinations, though such arcane constructs are not wholly unfamiliar to me. As I did suspect from the first, it is a host to a network of veins through which aether floweth freely. Or so it would, were it not for several fractures, which now impede said flow. How in the hells did you get all that from just a glance? I take it you've thought up a solution as well, then. To bridge these fissures requireth a material highly conductive to ether. Once in place, I believe it will be possible to restore the Talos to life. Might I prevail upon thee to acquire that which we require? Not far beyond the walls of twine dwelleth a creature of living stone, the Debitage. Full sure am I that stone from such a being would prove most suitable for our needs. I got it. Very good. I shall have Thancred and Minfilia attend me in the remaining preparations. I spied but 3 obstructions to the flow of aether into the Talos, and thus would I ask you to provide 3 stones of the Debitage. All else will be made ready upon thy return. I don't read bad. Thancred. I give up. That's definitely Thancred right there. Can't you tell by his gray hair? I give up. Let's go. Kill some debit cards. Credit or debit? I gotta learn to stop pressing that first button. Let me up. Eh. 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 Ah, damn it. Eh. I also gotta be better about making sure that my dark side is up at the beginning of the fight. Very good. I've been thinking eventually, probably soon-ish, I'm gonna have to do those role quests. And I was debating whether or not I want to do those on stream. I definitely want to do like the final job specific quests. I don't know if I want to do the role quests on stream. So I'm going to think about it a bit more before I make a final decision. Thank you, Ophelia will return ere long with the supplies we require. Didst thou succeed in procuring stone from the debit card? Someone just broke their ankles. Are they okay? I assume so. Fine specimen, one and all. You have my thanks. We need now but wait for Thancred and Minfilia to return. From end to end, the paths by which aether may flow through the Talos have been duly mended. They but require sufficient endowment. It's not moving. Strange. The core refuses to stir. I fear the condition of this Talos is more dire than I previously surmised. As a heart driveth blood through... Oh, God, Arianche. As a heart driveth blood through a man's veins, so doth the core aether throughout this massive frame. Did you have to make that rhyme? Failing its repair or replacement, the Talos cannot be restored. So, it was the heart after all. Thou didst foresee this outcome. Well, no, not exactly. We'd never gotten this far in trying to repair it, so we had no way of knowing the heart was the real problem. We tried to find another in case things turned out as they are now, but... Jarek? This isn't really my story to share. Please, Jarek, if something went wrong, maybe we can help. Alright, alright. All you lot have done for me, I suppose is the least I can do. Story time. Hey. Yeah, boy. I got 2 jumpy thingy-ins now. Man, 2 more levels and I hit 80. Holy shit. Right then. The Talos. Their hearts cannot be made of just any stone. You need a special sort of sufficient ethereal... You need a special sort of sufficient ethereal conductivity. Both it and the other materials used in the construction of Talos bodies are mined in the same place. That place, of course, being the Hills of Amber. And it was 3 years ago when she died. She died. Just say she died. No, I can't. I'm sorry, but you'll have to hear it from Thaf, or someone else. Back to the tavern then. No, she didn't die. She got turned into a city eater. That's what happened. Still here, eh? You can ask again, but the answer is the same. My trolleys are... What? God damn it, jerk. I want to say jerk, so I just said jerk. You couldn't have at least finished, so I wouldn't have to clean up your mess. Seeing how you made such quick progress of fixing that Talos and all, he was probably thinking you could change things around here. And I think he may be right. Gather your friends and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Magnus's wife was a miner, you know. Greatest prospector there ever was. When the golem heart started failing, she was the first to head out in search of more. Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago, and finding fresh ones to tap's only gotten harder. But she wasn't one to be deterred. She just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then the mine collapsed. We labored day and night to clear away the rubble, but it took us 2 months to find her. To find her body. Magnus has never been the same since.
Where is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Ah, yes, well, if he's not here, there's only one other place he'd be.
What? Oh, you again.
Okay, so I need to say something. Maybe it's because I was tired last night, but when I was thinking Magnus, I was like, oh yeah, that asshole Rogadin we talked to last night. I legitimately forgot that he was a Hrothgar, and I thought he was a Rogadin. People say that that we're exaggerating when we say they look like Rogadins. We really aren't. I legit forgot.
How many times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! We'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling the parts for scrap. Now, piss off back to wherever you came from. Don't let me catch you around here again.
What were their names?
My son was named Skurli. My wife, Agna. Being here with them, it beats going home. Home stopped being home when I lost them. I thought to try and drown my sorrows. But somehow, the bottle's never deep enough.
No bottle is. Believe me, I know.
You've lost someone too?
Not like you. Not my own flesh and blood. I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter. But I finally had a family. And then I robbed a young girl of hers. I did my best to make amends, to offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down. That is why I refuse to let her legacy die. In the end, all we can do is press on, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. And that requires your Talos. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching Nabarth Arang.
What rubbish.
She's not gone. No matter what you say or believe, she's not. We can still bring her back.
I'm starting to get a bad feeling that maybe Thancred won't be making it through this. He's got that air of self-sacrifice about him right now. Full well do I know the pain of loss and how heavily it can weigh on one's heart. Nevertheless, there is but one way forward. We must need procure a new heart for the Talos. Theft, knowest thou of any location wherein we might find the stone we require? No matter how scant the possibility, we would seize it. Told you near all the veins were tapped dry years ago, though I suppose if you really wanted to try, you may find something at Nuvi's leavings. It opened well before Talos became commonplace, which is why their mining there was never quite as deep. When you get there, look for oh god, how do you pronounce that? I'm gonna assume that J is pronounced like a Y. So Guthian? I doubt it's Guthjon. So let's go with Guthian. Or Guthian. Guthian, that sounds better. And I'll tell him I sent you. But don't be surprised if he tells you the same thing. That assistance is most appreciated. Well, I think it best Thancred joined thee in this search. Though he wouldst be quick to deny it, his heart is in turmoil, and his thoughts cloudeth. 'Twould be unwise to ignore his distress. Oh god, where is it? I can't even see the quest through. Okay, that helps. Up to somewhere, are you? At last, lead on the stone we need to power the Talos. I can't very well have you go on your own. Lead the way. A convenient distraction. I'd say we're long overdue for a good turn. I can only hope the gods feel the same way. Nuvi's leavings was to the south, was it? Let us get going. Away we go. hope I didn't have to be up on those tracks to get across. Maybe not. It says it's higher up. Those elevation indicators are the fucking best. Here we are. The way you described it, I was expecting the place to be abandoned. Perhaps our fortunes are finally improving. Though we should probably hear what Guthien has to say before we celebrate. Assuming we can find him, that is. Those don't look like any gnomes I've ever seen before. Who are you? What are you doing here? Well, you should have listened to Thaf. You're wasting your time. But this site is not as developed as the others, is it not? Surely there must be something left. I should explain. The stone you're looking for is Leonin. All the Talos in the Hills of Amber are powered using them. Or were, at least. Anyway, whatever is left, if anything, is too far below to be safely excavated. In the deepest reaches of the mine, we use Talos to keep the pathways from collapsing. They're still there, but they could give out at any minute, at any time, which is why much of mine is closed off. Then our only option is to search the higher levels for any fragments of the Leonin that may have been overlooked. I suppose there may be one other way. Well, don't leave us in suspense. If you're asking for is a trade secret, I'll need to duly compensate it for the exchange. Fine, what do you want? The other day I found Vorbic gold down in the mines. Bloody Vorbic gold. And wouldn't you know it, I dropped the damn thing somewhere while I was working. Find it and I'll tell you what you want to know. You drive a hard bargain, sir, but we'll take it. It seems we have our work cut out for us, Sala. Thankfully I have an idea how we might hurry things along. As I'm sure you've noticed, despite their best efforts to illuminate the corridors, it's rather dark in here, meaning it will be that much harder to find a single coin hiding in the shadows. That's why I suppose we use sun drops. They help the eye take in more light. Why don't you start your search further in and I'll handle this area here. I'll retrace your steps after, in case you happen to miss it. If you feel the drop's effects wearing off, I can give you more, so don't worry. I found the thing. I was hoping you dropped the gold piece somewhere closer to the entrance. More fool for me thinking Lady Luck was on our side. Or maybe she is. Yours at least. In the end, my contribution was little more than poor company. You say, but you may have proven success regardless of circumstances. I doubt very much I could have discovered it unassisted. I only managed to survive the Corthan wilderness and the imperial capital by virtue of extensive preparation. A habit of mine since childhood, and one of my few positive traits which endeared me to Louis Sois, I imagine. It's been easy finding ways to compensate for my condition. Every tool and trinket have proven vital to my continued success, such as it is. Had I chosen to pursue the arcane arts rather than espionage, well, I'd rather not think of it. As long as I have the means to protect those dear to me and see my duties through, that is all that matters. Now let's hurry back to gut. He's right there! Hurry back! All you have to do is turn around. You're back. Wait, does that mean... I'll be damned, you actually found it. Well, a deal's a deal, but I don't think this means you'll find what you're after. Again, with the dies. What's with this? I mean, it's not like these are rare or anything. If they were general purpose dies, I would understand, but like random ass dies for a level 77 quest? I don't get it. To be honest, I wasn't sure you could pull it off. But you did, my word. Come with me. Hey, Ace! Damn it. Ugh. Every time I step out of those mines, the sky seems to get brighter. I'd never leave them if the air weren't so stale. But you cannot... But you're not... why can't I read? But you're not come to hear my grievances. You're after the Leonin. First, I have to ask, you ever heard of rockworms? Rockworms? I know them by another name, though I'm fairly certain locals call them knockers. Aye, that they do. Whatever you want to call them, those little bastards may be the answer to your troubles. They can fit through cracks and crevices down there we could never hope to reach. And on occasion, they come back with something valuable. So they're retainers. They dig up Leonin in the mines. It's a rare occurrence, but yes. That said, it usually amounts to no more than a few flakes. Well, our only other option sounds tantamount to suicide. So how can we draw out these rockworms? By that shack, you'll find a bag full of smoke bombs. Of course. Everyone always has smoke bombs at the ready. Set off a few in the mines and you'll flush them out in no time. Once they're out in the open, knock them senseless and check their backs. I should warn you, this method of mining, if you can even call it that, is used as a last resort on account of what little they're like to bring back. You'll want to cover as much ground as you can if you hope to find anything of value. Assuming you find something, bring it here and I'll have a look. We should split up, if we're to cover more ground as you suggest. If you can cover these three areas on your map, I'll see to the part between them. Smoke bomb, get. Alright, here we go. Into the mines of Moria. Damn it. Now then, after that rude interruption. Smoke bombs, lamp, oil, rope. I forgot the meme, I'm sorry. Why am I yawning so much? I literally got 8 hours of sleep last night. Is it just a side effect of being depressed for so long? Just, you're forever eternally tired? Next. All the way over there. Alright, this is the last one. Here in the mines grows thick with smoke. Nearby you hear the soft rumblings of stone. Is that my knocker? I'm gonna assume. That it? Oh wait, I have to inspect this. Okay, so that wasn't mine, I guess. Okay. God, I just thought of something. I am 2 levels away from getting Frey. Holy shit. In fact, I haven't actually read the description for that, so I'm gonna do that now. Living Shadow. Conjure a simulacrum of your dark side to fight alongside you. It costs 50 blood gauge. Duration 24 seconds. Interesting. So you can't pop him immediately at the beginning of a fight unless you already have 50 blood gauge. So I imagine you're gonna want to use your blood weapon to... I don't even have it yet, and I'm trying to figure out the rotation. It seems all that would really change is that, like, once your blood weapon's up, you would use 50 on Living Shadow, I guess. And I heard it's like 7, even though he's doing things like Abyssal Drain and Quietus, it's not really that. They're like 7 or like 700 potency attacks or something like that. I'm not completely sure. There's still some in here. Sorry, I got distracted by something happening in my audio there for a second. Once I'm done with this little fight right here, I'm gonna check my audio real quick just to make sure it's okay. There's like a slight pop in the audio, so I want to check that. Well, let's see here. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. I'm gonna check my audio. Video skipped around a bit there. I got distracted by something happening in my audio there for a second. So I'm done with this fight right here. That's odd. It seems like the stream skipped a little bit. That's unfortunate. As long as it didn't happen in anything too important. It was just the middle of a quest there, but I'm gonna have to keep an ear out for stuff like that. I don't know if there was like a dip in the network connection or something. Stream health, bitrate seems fine. It says it's in excellent condition, so It looks like it was a little more than just a little hiccup, but still gonna keep my ear out for things like that. One more area at least. My allergies started acting up for a second. Alright, now it's one more. Very good. We can leave these mines for now. Hey, do I find anything promising? I got these 7 chunks of glittering rock. They're very shiny, so I picked them up. Between the two of you, I'd say you've got quite the haul. Best get comfortable, friends. It's going to take time for me to sift through all this.
You may not remember this about Arminfilia,
I don't remember a lot about Arminfilia.
but prior to founding the Path of the 12, long before the Scions, she was something of a miner.
We were all miners
After
at
her
one
father
point,
died,
and then we turned
Ramin
18.
took her in and taught her the trade. I think they were both seeking to fill the void left by a loved one. Maybe that's why she took to it so readily. Back in those days, I spent most of my time in the quicksand, or some other tavern, loosening tongues and gathering secrets. Occasionally, I'd catch a glimpse of her in the street, on her way home after another hard day's work.
Another thing about mining, so I went to go see Far From Home with Kevin last night, and he's like, so yeah, Jill, his wife, is back at the house mining for me right now on 14. And I'm like, man, I wish I had a wife, says the gay man. I wish I had a wife to mine for me.
I always felt a wave of relief when I saw she'd come back safe, along with a pang of guilt at the fact I wasn't there to support her as I should have been. Simply speaking with her more than once in a blue moon would have been a good start. But I could never bring myself to do it. Instead, I threw myself into my work and became every drunkard's best friend.
Imagine she thought too highly of you back then. Now you're fine as now, right?
Far from it. And Flamine has never let me live it down. But that was a lifetime ago. Here and now I have another chance to do things right. And I will not squander it again.
Hey! Come and see what I found! You're not going to believe this.
Tell me it's Leonine.
It is at that. You lot were born lucky. It's mostly broken pieces. But look at this.
This is a rather fine specimen.
It's been decades since we found anything approaching this big. But that's not all. There's an engraving on it.
Ah, these scratches here. They're a little hard to make out.
They're from his wife.
My beloved Magnus
Yep.
and Schoolie.
Yes! Do you see? It was a gift to Magnus from his wife. She found it. She really found it. She must have spent her final hours carving this message into the stone, in the hope that he might see it one day. Those rock-backed bastards must have made off with it before we could clear a path to her. It's fate that brought you here to find this stone. No other explanation. It makes me wonder what else might still be buried in these parts.
I'll take the money. I wouldn't believe it had I not seen it for myself. Before you set it in the Talos, would you take it to Magnus? For 3 long years he's believed she died for nothing. He must know the truth, that her sacrifice was not in vain. We'll take it straight to him. You have my word. Thank you, Guthin, for all your help. Right then, let's not keep everyone waiting. Press trouble. Oh, it's you. If you've come to complain about the trolley, you'll find no sympathy from me. I told you before it won't run, and you wouldn't listen. Oh, but it will, now that we have this. Your name is engraved on it, along with your son's. It was a gift from your wife, Magnus, from Agna. No, she couldn't have. Agna. Take it. Do with it what you will. Are you certain? It would delay our plans, but I said take it. It was you who found it, you who needs it. Looking at that stone, all I can see is... Please, just leave me be. I hope you'll be here when the Talos stirs to life. I'm sure she'd want you to see it. Would you do the honors of delivering this to Urianger? Thou art returned with Leonin, it would seem. Leonine, I guess as it's actually called. As promised, the Talos hath been made ready to receive its heart, thanks in no small part to Jarek, Thaf, and Menphilia. At least we shall return time to the timeless, this sentinel stone that we may press onwards towards Nebetharay. Good. Let us begin. Now that Charlie horse I had the other day is still bothering me, Christ.
Preparations for the enchantment are complete. When the heart hath been suffused with a sufficient quantity of ether, the golem should be restored to life.
All right then. Whenever you're ready.
What's up, big boy?
It's working. Magnus. This wretched heap of stone and rubble? This worthless pile of earth? And yet, I can't. I can't.
What troubleth thee, child?
I shouldn't be here. I don't deserve to be. I don't deserve any of the things you've done for me. I'm just a burden, helpless and hopeless. If tomorrow came and I was gone, it would be better for everyone.
You have no idea how much help you've been. The fact that you're just out here fighting, helping, that's something.
Thancred most of all. He'll never admit it, but I can see it in his eyes. wish he'd just say it. Just say that he hates me. That he wishes I was dead so that she could return.
None of this is thy doing, child. 'Twas I who set the Oracle on her path unto the first. I who condemned you all to suffer these torments. 'Tis my sin alone, and one that will haunt me unto my dying day. Yet I dare not dwell over long on my many regrets, for the world is a tapestry of fates, interwoven and inseparable. And we who strive to better it cannot choose but make difficult decisions. For naught of worth was ever achieved without sacrifice. And thus must man ever struggle to weigh life against loss. The one for whom thou mournest beareth no grudge. Were she here, she would not suffer thee to languish in sorrow. She would tell thee to seek thine own path, thine own purpose. It is a truth which I myself was slow to learn. Yet a truth it remaineth. Thou needst but have faith. Have faith, and all will be well. Not today.
In the Crystarium.
To what do I owe the pleasure that is your extended stay?
Oh, to the tediousness of our hero's present endeavors. That and the insufferable abundance of light in Armorang. I should be glad to keep my distance.
Oh, I'm rather fond of sleep, you know. It's a wonderful way to pass the time.
Agreed.
Not that my compeers will agree, mind you. Always on the move, the lot of them. Like La Hebrea, constantly jumping from vessel to vessel. Such fire, such determination. So much passion, fleeting and forgotten. Come to think of it, Exarch, I don't believe I've ever seen you retire to your chambers for so much as 40 winks. However do you keep your eyes from closing?
Bitch, I don't have eyes.
The cold shoulder. You wound me, sir. Always so guarded in our every interaction. Interactions you curiously refrain from sharing with the Scions and their champion.
And risk souring your budding relationship? I think not. Much as I dislike you, there are more useful targets for his energies. And I'm not in the habit of pointing him at my enemies like a weapon.
Is that right? Fond of him, are you? You continue to fascinate me, Exarch. But tell me, who are you? once great nation whose ingenuity gave birth to this tower was shaped by my hand. As such, I know full well the wonders it can facilitate and those it cannot. There is nothing in these walls which could have aided you in summoning our dear friend across time and space. Much less in possession of his mortal flesh, not even I could have performed such a feat.
Interesting.
I see. You had a hand in Alag as well. You would know what I am? I am the adjudicator of the sacred history with which you dared trifle.
Adjudicator. Sacred history with which you dared to trifle. So you're something of Alag.
I am keeper of this tower's boundless wisdom. The wisdom of ages without age, of everywhere and nowhere. The great work of those who tamed the wings of time and grasped the nature of the rift. 'Tis a boon born of the sacrifice of brave heroes who gave their lives for a brighter future. I will not see their hopes and dreams squandered. The history which led us here will be unwritten. I promise you that.
Well, it seems we're both eager to fulfill our duties then.
On that much, we are in agreement.
So he used a lot of fancy words there, but it sounds he's of the Alligans. He might be Allagan himself. Grahatia was part Allagan. So it's weird. I want it to be Grahatia, but I don't think it's going to be. Mine apologies for the delay. Ophelia and I had a private matter to discuss, which bringeth me to the question, how didst thou find Thancred during your search? He spoke of Ophelia of his own accord. I see. 'Tis well that he did, and with such ender. I attempted to broach the subject before. Mine intention was to ensure no words remained unspoken between them, lest tragedy intercede. A regret I myself know all too well. Alas, in the end he refused to heed my counsel. A time come when they must face the reality of their circumstances, but I have faith that all will be well in time. Now let us not tarry any longer. The Talos of Nebotharang await. Full steam ahead. Oh boy. Magnus is smiling. It's been years since I've seen a Talos in such fine shape. But then Agna was here to see it, and our son. I was ready to let her dreams die down there in the mines. Even after you'd found the Leonin, I refused to believe it could work. Gods, what a fool I was. But I tell you now, I'm going to take good care of this Talos, for both their sakes. On behalf of my family and all the miners entwined, thank you. Well, enough chitter-chatter. Let's get you lot to Nebotharang, eh? Everything seems to be in order. I take the Talos' presence resolves the issues of the gate. Well, that, yes. It's designed to open at the Talos' touch. Approach. Then we can finally go to Nabath-Rang. You certainly can. All that remains is a final check. The control box over at the mines. You hear that, boys? Get that Talos over to the mines. Keep close eye on around the curves. Understood? Yes, sir. Let us repair to the mines. Let us repair to the mines, then? God damn it, Urianger. Before we go. While you were away with Alla, I prepared an extra set of cartridges for you. And this one, it's the practice cartridge you gave me. I know I should have thrown it away ages ago, but I've been adding a little extra to it every day. After so many charges, I'm honestly not sure what it will do, but I wanted you to have it for luck. Ophelia. Hey. We should hurry. Magnus and the others are probably wondering where we are. Alright. Fastest way to get there by tracks. Ugh. Alright, time-wise, an hour 30. I'm gonna have to combine this part and the previous part because the last part was only 30 minutes before I upload it. So depending on where this if this ends with us unlocking the dungeon, I'll probably stop there for now. I can fit in another stream before I go to work today. I think. Yeah, because I go to work at 8. I was thinking 6, but I need to be there at 8 tonight, so I'll get in another stream. I don't know if the name is... what the name is, so we'll see. Of the dungeon is, that is. So this is it. We're finally going to Nabath-Rang. I thought long and hard about what to say to her, the real Midphilia. I hoped when the time came I would know, but with every step we take, I feel more uncertain. That's no reason to give up, though. Not when so much is at stake. Oh, damn it. This is a ghost cart. Oh. Alright, Magnus. Here you are. So what do you think? A little primitive looking, I'll admit. But Daedalus Stoneworks has always favored a simple, intuitive design, and that philosophy has served us well enough. Much as the trolley network uses single tracks, making it easy for the Talos to navigate them as needed. And plotting a route is so simple. Even we can do it, which makes it for fewer accidents in transit. Speaking of which, are you ready to board? Here we go. Alright then, watch your step.
Urianger?
must needs carry on without me. The path to Nabartha-Reng lieth open. Whilst thou travellest thither to the south, I would apprise Mistress Alize and the others of our progress. As circumstances permit, I will thereafter rejoin the hunt for the remaining Light Wardens.
Magnus, will the gate close immediately after the trolley passes through?
No, it will stay open until someone closes it manually. Built that way to prevent any untimely accidents.
Then you and the others can meet us in Nabartha-Reng, after giving the Ilmorans the slip.
Urianger. Thank you for everything.
Remember, thou needst but have faith.
If you finished with your goodbyes, I suggest you grab hold of something. Be a shame if you took a tumble. The tracks beyond the gate aren't in the best of shape, so the trolley can only go as far as Malik. Godspeed!
Vroom vroom. All aboard the hype train. Look at him go. Yo, when can we get this as a mount?
Ah, that must be the gate. Well, so far so good.
Why'd you have to open your mouth and say that thing? The Sin Eaters heard you. Oh, come on.
Wait, is that Ranjit?
Oh, don't tell me the golem's down.
You're a stubborn old swine, aren't you?
One who has mastered Gukumots fears not the blackest pit or the fieriest hell.
The what? The Goku mats?
Your deeds in the east did not go unnoticed. Long have I lain in wait, and sure enough, you did not disappoint.
How did you get past? Huh?
Had you only sworn fealty to Lord Vorthry, you'd have no cause to skulk about like frightened animals. You will remain as you are, while I dispatch these villains.
No, I won't. I won't let you.
You forget to whom you speak. Who armed you, trained you, fought and killed 1,000 sin-eaters with you. And when you were inevitably cut down and lay lifeless in my arms, who sought out your successor to carry on the futile struggle again and again? We seek to bring peace to what is left of this shattered land, while these mad fools would only bring further chaos down upon us. Do not be deceived, child. Only by Lord Vorthry's hand will this dying world know a sliver of salvation.
don't know about the world, but I never asked to be saved. However much it hurts, and however hard it gets. It's my life, and I want to live it on my own terms. And those mad fools you want me to abandon, the ones I've traveled with, fought with, and may one day die with, they feel the same. So no, I will not be deceived. No matter what you say, I refuse to believe it's all for nothing. They're everything to me. All I have, and all I need. And I would gladly do anything for them.
My friends are my power!
Let us pass, or kill me. I'm not leaving here without them.
How dare you? Very well. If you would cast your lot with villains, then you shall share their fate.
Let's throw down in a showdown.
I heard what you said, and I'm sorry for all the things I've left unspoken.
You have to go, now!
Thancred, no!
Go! Do what you came here to do. I'll not have you waste that newfound resolve on me.
I leave her in your hands.
Hurry!
Let's do it.
Not another step. Your fight is with me.
You think yourself a protector?
Wait.
As if a whelp like you could be a better father to her than me.
Wait a minute. I don't want to get my hopes up, but... Hello? 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 Okay. Wow. Oh man, that was... that was scary. So, with at that specific time that the stream cut out, I was like, oh no, they're not the PS4 is not going to let me record this. But thankfully, we can keep going here. Holy shit. Alright, Tancred. Let's go. What do we have here? Looks like a potion. And some other abilities. Can I check the actions? No, I cannot. Alright. Let's do this. Nebula. I don't know what that's a potion. Yep. So it's PvP combo style. Smackdown. I shouldn't just stand in these. And what is the deal with this dragon? Oh my god! Oh, that's bad! I get the feeling this is either going to be the final dungeon boss, Or he's gonna turn into the final boss. He's getting the same treatment that Xenos was getting.
This is going well.
I'm really not doing much damage to him. Vanity. The dragon's name is Vanity?
Feast of my blood, answer my call!
Feast of my blood. Dude, what the fuck are you? What the fuck? Holy shit! What in the fuck are you? Seer spinner full of streams. Let me read what that does. Accuracy and damage dealt are increased. Accuracy? Excuse me? What do you mean, accuracy? He's got very final dungeon boss feels. Perfect deception. What? Activate perfect deception. What is that? How do I do that? What is... Oh my god! The entire time I had that frickin' action there and I didn't notice it. Holy shit. Well, guess we're doing that again. Oh my god. Oh my god. I did not notice. Did not notice that we had that. Oh my god. I literally saw it before the screen faded to black. Let's try again. Come on, Thancred. I know what I'm doing now, somewhat. soul for a second chance, but you will never become a man. It is, actually.
Beast of my blood, answer my call! Rend my foes and ward their blows!
Man, what is going on with this guy, man? Better a monster than a deceiver, spinner of foolish dreams and false hopes. There is no folly in hope. I said much as myself, I was wrong, never again. Time to line up a clean shot. No other way.
When will you learn?
You're dead and buried. But we've only just begun.
Not good.
What? Why? Oh, we're back in it. Okay. This has been a very interesting fight. This has probably been the best fight of all the, like, I think they're called roleplay quests, or roleplay scenarios. Nexus of Thunder. Easily been the best one.
gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Are we really gonna whittle this guy down?
You presume to be her protector?
To use it again. This cannot end well.
No quarter!
Don't move.
I think we're just gonna whittle him down. Keep going. My goodness. Fill the screen with AoEs. I can weather this storm. I can do it. Thanker can do it, I believe. Here we go again. Last cartridge. Damn it. Perhaps already too many. Come on, Thancred. Come on, Thancred. She's on slide. We got this. Believe. We got this, boy. Ugh. Vulnerability up too. We're gonna pop this. Oh, just in time. Oh, that still hurts so much. Damn it.
deep invisibility. Fire the last cartridge. Holy shit. Thancred, are you gonna be okay, man? Good gods.
You would have her suffer and die. I would spare her that fate.
That is not for you or anyone else to decide ever again.
Good gods. Ingrid, come on.
Not a single day goes by that I don't think about all that you have given me. Countless memories and moments I took for granted. Gods, you grew up so fast. But you had to, didn't you? For those you had lost. For those you could yet save. A world teetering on the very brink of oblivion, for which you gave your everything, without hesitation. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. Then and now. One last time, with a little help. I'm so proud to have been a part of your life. Oh, Minfilia.
Good fucking gods. What an emotional roller coaster. This is a place this is where she stopped the flood. The last time I was here, when I felt her presence overwhelming me, I tried to pretend it wasn't happening. To just turn away. But I can't turn away now. Not this time. For Thancred and the others, I have to face her. In the event that you leave the area, speak with the apprentice engineer in the Twine Meringue to return to Nabathorai. I can sense her presence, albeit faintly. Come on, Let's look over by the crystal wall.
Is this...
Run for your lives! It's the flood!
Look! There's somebody up there! On top of the palace!
No! Stand back! We shall stay the flood.
But this is what I want! It's my sacrifice to make!
Your time has not yet come. When all hangs in the balance, you must give them hope.
Midfilia!
This place...
Ours is a meeting long overdue. Full glad am I that we may finally speak. My dear, sweet child. Yours is a burden none should ever be forced to bear. Such pain and suffering you have endured. Yet still you came. For this and more, I thank you.
I've lost count of the times I've almost given up. If people hadn't helped me every step of the way, I never would have made it.
Yet here you stand, resolved. Now, tell me your heart's desire.
To defeat the Sin Eaters, and and bring this world back from the brink. The remaining Wardens have hidden themselves from us. But with the power of the Oracle, I thought we might be able to find them.
Indeed you could. Their radiance would be unmistakable. But know, my child, that the power you seek will come at a price. We stand now at the crossroads. A decision must be made. 'Tis only natural to be afraid, to hesitate. But for your many trials, you have grown stronger and wiser. And with the love and support of those you hold dear, you have grown to love yourself.
The flood has washed away so much of this world. So many people and places and possibilities. And all the heroes who fought to protect them. Yet here the Scions are, trying so hard to help those few of us who remain, and seeing how tirelessly they work, how completely committed they are to the cause. I can't help but believe. I want to do more than just watch and cheer. I want to make a difference. I want to help them like they helped me, and maybe even inspire others to do the same. Coming together, providing for one another. That's the only way forward I can see. Since all of our heroes are gone, we'll just have to make heroes of ourselves.
'Tis a beautiful, wonderful dream. One we share. Though my power was all but spent in staying the flood, I prayed this final act would give hope to those who survived. That self-same hope lives on in you. It gives me comfort to know that the future is in capable hands. If ever you should falter, remember this. No one, however powerful, is immune to the whisperings of doubt and despair. Do not give in to them. But do not deny them either. Look instead to the light within, that you may continue to serve as a beacon to others.
Thank you, Minfilia, for believing in us, for believing in me.
Dearest friend, no words can express my gratitude to you for keeping her safe in these tumultuous times. You are a hero to us both. But not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. Only together may you change the fate of two worlds.
Oh man. Wow. So much in the last hour. Oh. Girl. You alright? Sweetie? Come on, get up. Her hair is darker now? Her eyes are... Wow. What happened? Oh my god, she looks like Strelitzia. Oh no. Eyes are definitely the bigger change here. God, she looks so much like Strelitzia. From the hair color, the eye color, she's even wearing similar clothing. And she's got ribbons in her... Oh my god. Is this deliberate? What's going on here? Feel the beating heart of the world, the light that swells within. The Light Wardens. There's one here in Amaray. Let's hurry back, the others need to know. You don't think Thancred will be angry with me, do you? Haunted, and I'm sure he'll understand. I'd like to think so too, but... Would you mind going on ahead? I'll be right behind you, I promise. I don't know if you saw that, but for a second her model was still laying there on the floor. Oh boy. Thancred, where are you, boy? Alright, I'm coming. Please don't be dead. I'm not a healer, but I think I have a potion. I have a phoenix down too, don't worry, I'm coming. What the fuck are those armadillos doing? Am I giving themselves a shower? Oh, he's not dead. How are you, man? Good gods. The gang's all here.
Ah, there you are. We were worried.
You were worried.
Really? He wasn't the one that nearly got himself killed. It's a good thing Urianger called on us when he did. You were at death's door when we found you.
But thanks to your timely ministrations, I was not obliged to walk through it.
She looks so much like Strelitzia.
Minfilia?
You saw her.
I know I haven't exactly been pulling my weight up till now, but that's all going to change, starting today. I'll do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to make Minfilia's dream a reality. I can track the Light Wardens now. Maybe even help you fight them.
You've helped fight one before.
I'm glad you're back.
She's a good girl.
You don't have to say that, you know.
But I want to. Your family. How else would I feel?
She will need a name.
Oh my god. There's no way it would happen, but holy shit, I would lose it.
A name?
A name of her own. I would not have her walk in the shadow of another any longer. And I think it a fitting tribute to our departed friend, too. At the mention of Minfilia, I would remember the woman who preserved our fellowship when all seemed lost.
Do you remember what you were called before you were taken to Yulmore?
What was your name, girl?
I'm sorry, I don't. I couldn't have been very old when it happened.
Then we must think of a new name. Suggestions?
If the lady herself has no preference, I think the honor should rightly fall to Thancred. After all they have been through together, he's practically a father to her.
You are my dad. You're my dad. Boogie woogie woogie.
Well spotted. I'm so glad you're here to explain these things.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing.
What you got, Thancred?
What about Reen?
Reen. Where's that come from?
Ah, blessing in Fae.
Wait, does this mean thou wert listening when I delivered my lectures on the Pixies?
Not exactly, but that one word made an impression. Of course, if it's not to your liking, I can think of something else.
Reen. Yes, I rather like the sound of it. Thank you.
That settles it then. Welcome aboard, Reen.
Yay!
I won't let you down.
Reen is a good girl. Get the hashtag trending. No, don't. Don't spoil things. I saw the name Reen on Twitter. It was out of context. They were just like, I want to cosplay Reen. If you know, you know. And I was like, whatever the fuck that means. So this is Reen. God, I've got a... I am Googling right now a picture of Strelitzia. Am I just, like, remembering this wrong? Strelitzia. That's the flower Strelitzia. Kingdom Hearts. Oh my god, this is so That is so... Oh my god. Did Nomura design her? It's so similar. It's crazy. Anyway. I need for us to get back to... back to Aetheryte so I can end this. A fresh start. Well, for perhaps the first time, the look on Ryan's face is one of utter relief. I want to say Ryan. That looks like it would say Ryan, but it's Reen. I gotta get used to that. I honestly don't know how to repay you all for all you've done, but I promise to do whatever I can to help. Are you certain you're up for fighting so soon? I can't imagine the power of the Oracle is something one learns to wield in the space of a few hours. Maybe not, but the presence of the Light Wardens is unmistakable to me now. In fact, I sense one here in Amarang, to the west. I think it might be hiding underground. Underground? Then it's as we suspected. We thought it prudent to take a brief survey of the area prior to your arrival. To the west, we found the remains of a site known as Malika's Well. If I recall correctly, the well was built in remembrance of one of the ancient kings of Nabath-Rang to serve as a source of respite from the desert heat. It fell into disuse after the flood, whereupon the miners of Amarang thought to turn part of it into an excavation site. Judging by its size, the underground waterways are no doubt extensive, perfect hiding place for a warden. Reen, are you certain you can track it down? Leave it to me. Then it's settled. We make for Malika's Well. Might have to unlock this dungeon then. This stream certainly is going. Gotta go. They're on to me. The way up. See, it's 3 o'clock now. Have to start getting ready at 6. I might not be able to stream again today. This stream wasn't supposed to go for this long. So one really long extended stream as opposed to 2 normal ones, I guess. But it's fine. We're making our way there. We're getting there slowly but surely. It's there. I can taste its ether on the wind. And we finally found our mark. Let's put an end to this all and return the night sky to Amarang. Malika's Well unlocked. Oh man. As much as I would like to get into this right now, I'm gonna get back to Twine and end this stream. Oh boy. What a day. Maybe I'll stream again in an hour. Perhaps I can do some things early, get them out of the way. then I'll have that extra hour left. That sounds like a suitable idea. Either way, for right now, the stream is ending. I'd like to thank you all for... Hey, that's a cool looking Rothgar. Anyway, I got distracted for a sec. Thank you for coming, for watching. Don't forget, Reen is a good girl. Hashtag. Just wait to do the hashtag for like a month or something. Let people finish the game. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.